Hey guys, in this video we will discuss the Atlantic Immigration Program under the Canada Express entry. So before we begin, if you are new to this channel, please hit the like button and press the bell icon to subscribe to this channel, where you will get detailed and updated information about IRCC, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, Canada Immigration through Express Entry and Canada Work Permit opportunities for foreign nationals. In today's video, we will talk about what AIP Atlantic Immigration Program is all about. The Atlantic Immigration Program is a pathway to permanent residence for skilled foreign workers and international graduates from a Canadian institute who want to work and live in one of Canada's 4 Atlantic provinces: New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, or Newfoundland and Labrador. The program helps employers hire qualified candidates for jobs they haven't been able to fill locally. Now let's talk about how Atlantic Immigration Program works for Canadian employers. The Atlantic Immigration Program helps employers hire qualified candidates for jobs they haven't been able to fill locally. These candidates can be overseas or living in Canada as a temporary residents. Before the employer make a job offer to candidate, the employer must first become designated by the provincial government of the Atlantic province where the candidate will be working. Once the employer offered a job and the candidate has accepted, there are several steps that employers and the candidates need to complete. If a Canadian employer and the candidate meet all the requirements, the candidate may then apply for permanent resident status in Canada. The federal government of Canada intends to help employers through this process by providing various resources such as training and services offered by the dedicated service channel. Okay guys, now let's talk about how foreign nationals can immigrate through the Atlantic Immigration Programs and who can apply. In order to be eligible for the Atlantic Immigration Program, a candidate must have qualifying work experience unless he/she is an international graduate of a recognized post-secondary institution in Atlantic Canada. He/she must meet or exceeds the educational requirements. He/she must meet or exceeds the language requirements. He/she must needs to show that they have enough money to support themselves and their family when they get to Canada. If you are already living and working in Canada with a valid work permit, you do not need to show proof of funds. If you meet all of these requirements, you can start looking for a job with a designated Atlantic employer. Now just talk about the required work experience in order to be eligible for Atlantic Immigration Program. In the last 5 years, you must have worked at least 1,560 hours. This is the number of hours you would have worked in 1 year if you were working 30 hours per week. To calculate your hours, count hours worked in part-time and full-time jobs, count only paid hours of work. Volunteering or unpaid internship do not count. Do not count hours when you are self-employed. Count hours worked inside or outside Canada. You must have been legally authorized to work in Canada as a temporary. Count hours that were accumulated over a period of at least 12 months. Count work experience acquired while studying as long as the work hours do not exceed what was authorized. This work should be at one of these National Occupational Classification (NOC) skill levels. NOC skill type 0, management jobs such as restaurant managers, mine managers. NOC skill level A, professional jobs that usually need a degree from a university such as doctors, dentists, architects. NOC skill level B, technical jobs and skilled trades such as chef, electrician, plumbers. NOC skill level C, intermediate jobs that usually call for high school and job-specific training such as industrial butchers, long-haul truck drivers, food and beverage servers. Your work experience must include the actions in the description of your NOC, most of the main duties of your NOC. How you can apply under AIP if you are an international graduate. You do not need to meet the work experience requirement if you are an international graduate who has a degree, diploma, certificate or trade or apprenticeship certification that took at least 2 years of studies. The provinces are New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, or that is from a recognized post-secondary institution in one of 4th Atlantic provinces. You were a full-time student for the entire time you were studying. You lived one of the following provinces for at least 16 months during the last 2 years before you graduated. Or you had the visa or permit you needed to work, study or got training while you were in Canada. Now let's see what are the educational requirements for Atlantic Immigration Program. If you have a job offer at NOC 0 or A skill type or level, level, you must have a Canadian 1-year post-secondary educational credential or higher, or the equivalent outside Canada. If you have a job offer at the NOC B or C skill level, you must have a Canadian high school diploma or the equivalent outside Canada. However, if you studied outside Canada, you need an educational credential assessment known as ECA to confirm that your studies are equal to or higher than the required level of educational job offer. Your ECA report must not less than 5 years old on the date you submit the application. What are the language requirements? You must meet the minimum language requirements based on the NOC category that applies to your job offer. This can either be Canadian Language Benchmark, CLB, or ANCLC language test. Now let's see what are the minimum language requirements for each NOC category. CLB or NCLC 5 for NOC 0, A and B. CLB or NCLC 4 for NOC C. You must submit your result from a designated language testing organization with your application. These results must not less than 2 years old when they are applied. Now let's talk about how much funds you need to settle in Canada. You need to have enough money to support yourself and your family when you get to Canada. The amount you need depends on the size of your family. The size of your family also includes anyone you support who isn't immigrating with you. If you're already living and working in Canada with a valid work permit, you do not need to show a proof of funds. That's all for now. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and share this. Until our next video, take care and bye-bye.